Hi guys, it's Allison Christina with Blackbird Oracle. I'm back bringing you a little twin flame check-in energy update, see how everybody is. I had totally planned to do this on Friday. In fact, I had the outline on Wednesday. I was ready to go, and this full moon energy hit me full force on Thursday afternoon. Started having hot flashes, nausea, just body aches, a lot. There's a lot for me going on healing wise with my physical body. And so that was really being affected. I fell at the end of the dark night, at the end of my first dark night of the soul, the big, massive one. And it's funny, when I was laying there, I thought, well, I'm broke everywhere else. Might as well be my body too. Unfortunately, I didn't break my ankle. That would have been good news. But I twisted and tore a bunch of ligaments and tendons on both the inner and outer ankle. And that caused a lot of damage through my whole body. And now, since my awakening and through my healing process, I've learned that I need to make sure I'm grounded, right? And I'm open to receive. Those things have to do with our feet and our ankles. But where I'm at is my body is just about in alignment. And I can feel, it's really crazy. It's almost like I can see underneath my skin, and I can feel the ligaments and the tendons and everything like curving and stretching and pulling, and ooh, it's a trip, y'all. But it really took me out, and I felt very strongly guided Friday to just lay still and rest. And so I did that. It's something I've also learned on my journey, is to listen to my physical body, to listen to my guidance. So that might be some things you guys experience, some ascension or awakening symptoms and how energy affects us. Headaches too. I know a lot of people have talked about feeling a lot of emotions that they don't normally feel, anxiety, just kind of just overall like annoyed with shit kind of stuff. And that's a lot of stuff just coming to the surface for a reason. So be aware of it, take a step back, breathe and reflect, and it's all good. You're exactly where you need to be, and you are divinely loved and supported. So I don't want to waste too much time. I want to get right into the reading. I've been waiting to do this since Friday. We're still in the full moon energy. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate Easter. Happy 420 to those of you who celebrated yesterday. I want to say thank you for all the views, and to the new subscribers and the subscribers who have stuck in there with me while I, figure this all out, right? And what I've decided is I have to let go of having it all very clear. I'm a Virgo sun, so I have those tendencies, and it's been work for me learning to just release that and go with it, and know that it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a work in progress, just like I am, just like we all are, okay? So thank you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it is resonating and you want to get really specific into your twin flame situation or anything else with you, mental, emotional, spiritual guidance and healing that needs to come up, please just private message me. I'll put links to how to get in touch with me. I do private sessions, and I love doing them. This is my passion and my calling, so I'm really, really happy and blessed and grateful to be here. Again, with a general reading, I said that one. I'm trying to remember. I put a few notes so I don't forget. Gender. And this is the last time I'm going to say it, is I don't really pay attention to gender. It's all about energy, masculine energy, feminine energy. Although I do use the pronouns he, him for masculine, and she and her for feminine. And that's because that's me. So when I'm doing the reading, if, the gender doesn't match the energy for you, it's okay. Apply it the way it works for you, whoever is whom in your situation, okay? And let's see, I did talk about some ascension symptoms. Some other things I've been picking up from the collective, but I want to see what the cards have to say, and I want to just like I said, get the reading going. That's why y'all are here. So let's see what the current energy is. Oh, didn't even ask a question yet. Got Thinking Man and Cornucopia, maybe some special messages of abundance, and maybe the masculines are thinking about abundance. All right, Spirit. One card, the overall energy of the masculine collective, please. Overall energy of the masculine, please. One card, overall energy of the masculine, please. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So for the overall, the current energy, the masculine got contract, okay, an angel of strength. And instantly what I'm getting is masculines. There is a group of masculines who are in the process of ending things. That's what this release has been about. They're ending contracts. They're ending other commitments. They're ending ties with people and experiences that no longer serve them. And that, love this 5 is a change, right? 5 and 6 is an 11. And the angel of strength, the angels are with them. They are definitely being divinely guided onto the soul path is what I'm getting. And that it has taken a lot of strength. I know I've been picking up a lot going on the left side of my body, or excuse me, my right side of my body. I have the camera and but what that is that's our masculine side, and there's been a lot going on, what it's felt like in the solar plexus, and to me that Spirit's just confirming that it's taking a lot of strength and a lot of confidence to end old contracts and move into new contracts is what I'm getting. And let's get an energy overall for the divine feminines. I'll pull a few tarot and get details on that too, but I thought I'd just pull the energy first. Overall current energy for the divine feminine collective, please. Thank you. All right. Broken heart. All right. So it makes sense, actually. It's a 9, so we're at that completion again. I feel like, and what I'm getting is both masculine and feminines are at this big, big completion phase of healing contracts, of healing the hurt, releasing the past. And that's a big one. If you are a true twin and you have met your twin in the physical, there's a lot of this. There's a lot of this that goes way back into your past lives. So if you haven't, tap into the Akashic Records, work on some past life. I know that's come up for me a few weeks ago with my masculine and a third party, and it was past life shit, and it was okay. But it was necessary, and ask Spirit to help you recall anything that needs to be recalled in order to heal this, feminines. It's also right now, and what I'm getting is it's just a lot of opening up of the heart chakra for the feminines, and it is for the whole collective, because we're moving into a 4th density that's living from the heart space. And so I'm kind of getting 2 messages with this. Is yes, there's a group of divine feminines that right now, this is what they're doing. They're in the process of releasing this broken heart. They're in the process of healing the heart space, of coming from a place of compassion, giving themselves compassion is what I'm hearing, and that's beautiful. But I'm also hearing too that it's about the feminine collective, the divine feminines are really feeling this heart space open up and expand, and it's really, really cool. I love the energy both with the masculine and the feminine. It just really feels like an ending. And I know that you guys are probably aware of that too, right? So I'm going to use, I'll try to say the decks. If I don't, just let me know. This is the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. And I'm going to use the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid for right now. And let's get some more details, clarification on this contract. I feel like that second Angel of Strength card came out. You guys just, you know, letting the Divine Masculines know that Spirit's with them. They are surrounded by angels and they are being divinely guided. Let's see. Ooh, beautiful. Got the Nine of Earth, the Nine of Pentacles with the contract. And the High Priestess. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so here's what I get is it's weird. I was drawn right away when the High Priestess came out to the blindfold, right? And the High Priestess is all about intuition, going inward, trusting her intuition, trusting her internal guidance, her higher self, her spirit guides, her light being, guides of light, and it's almost like what I saw with this contract is like this may sound really weird. It's like the blindfolds coming off. It's like he hasn't been able to see because of other contracts going on, other people experiences. He hasn't been able to see that this is his divine feminine, and that is what is coming. That's what I'm getting is this shift is he's opening up. His eyes are opening and he sees his divine feminine as this High Priestess in this Nine of Earth energy, this Nine of Pentacles, which is beautiful. This is all about creating your independence. This is about freedom, divine sovereignty. This is about, and I love it, it's a feminine. It's about the divine feminine really standing in her power, really being grounded and being surrounded by abundance. That cornucopia card came out, right? And that's what I'm getting is the masculines are just really seeing or beginning to see. They're awakening to really who the divine feminine is. And I just love that. It's beautiful. And let's see with the divine feminine. All right, what can you tell us about this broken heart, please, Spirit? What can you tell us about this broken heart? Almost broken heart. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Anything else? Some guidance, clarification, details, and broken heart. It's the Four of Air, the Four of Swords, which is all about taking a rest. So this is a really great time, or it has been over the weekend or right now. Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, woo. All right. Sorry, y'all. I really wanted to, when I started this channel, have a camera looking and just the cards, right? So you couldn't see my face. But I had to work with the resources I had. And I do have some clients and friends who are like, your face doesn't hide anything. So it's really, they've been very supportive and encouraging that I show my face because I wear it. I don't just wear my heart on my sleeve. My whole body is a heart, a gigantic heart, and you can see everything. I'm just a very emotional being. Right? So we got the Four of Air, and this is a card about rest. This is a card after that Three of Swords, right? Air is swords. The Three of Swords is all about a broken heart. It's about just heartbreak. And the Four of Swords comes after, where we take a rest. We regroup. We rejuvenate. We refresh ourselves. We give ourselves love and compassion just like we would a child that got hurt. You know, if you were a parent and, I don't know, let's say your teenage daughter, you know, had her heart broken, how would you comfort her? You got to do that to yourself. Comfort yourself like you're a child. Show yourself compassion and accept that it hurt. We have to feel it to heal it. And you guys will probably end up hearing me say that a lot if you stick around the channel, which I hope you do. But what came out after? All right, so we got this broken heart, and we take a rest. We go woosah. And what happens? Woo! 8 of fire. This is communication. This is zip, zap, zap, fast communication. I'm getting 2 things. It's, and I'm going to pull a clarifier for this. I already want to, because I'm kind of getting 2 things. It is taking a rest, taking a break, withdrawing is what brings in these messages. 2 kinds of messages is what I'm getting. It brings in the messages of the divine, of guidance, of how to heal, how to move forward. And not just that, of love, because that's one of my biggest things with my divine team is just how loved I am and how much love I feel from them. And so when we're rested and we're clear and we've shut out the noise, you know, fire to me, the wand's energy is about divine communication. It's also career and passion, yes. But what I'm picking up right now is more of, this is when we get the divine guidance coming in, the sparks, right, of inspiration. I'm also getting that when we remove ourselves, when we heal and we just remove ourselves from the noise. And this is a twin flame reading. So when we remove ourselves, our energy from the divine masculine, we let him do his thing, handle his contracts, handle his lessons and the things he has to experience, right? When we pull away from that, it's what will bring in the messages. So again, I'm kind of getting 2 things of messages coming in the physical and the spiritual, or the non-physical. But like I said, I want to get one more clarifier on that. So tell me a little more about this 8 of fire, where the messages are incoming from, please. Where are the messages coming in from? Where are the messages coming from? I'm also, whoa, I'm going to stop. Sorry. They guided me to look back at the masculine. I'm also getting that the masculines are trusting their intuition, that of what to end, what to move forward on. So, sorry, that just came in. I was shuffling, asking about the 8 of fire, and I just kind of felt guided to look back, and the way the cards were sitting, I was hearing they're trusting their intuition. Thank you. So cards flew too. Ooh, I love this. So I don't typically read reversals. I'm an intuitive reader. In this case, Spirit's telling me to leave it because what came out was the 8 of Wands, or the 8 of Air, with the star upright. And to me, what this is, and I love this, like, so broken heart, right? The 4 of Air, messages coming in, that this is very stuck energy, the 8 of Air. This is all about us being stuck by our own thoughts, that we keep ourselves stuck. And so what it's coming out in reverse is, through this rest, this movement, these messages come in and we get unstuck, right? We get this inspiration and communication, and it makes us feel unstuck. We're moving forward and towards our dreams, our desires, our wishes, because this is the star. So 8, it's about abundance. It's about dreams coming true. It's about balance, all of those things. So I just I love that message that Spirit added to kind of clarify that Eight of Wands, that those messages are coming in to move us out of that any stuck energy that we've been in. So be listening, be in your centered place. Let's look at possible energies that are releasing through this moment. Let's do that. Okay. Sorry. I had a bunch of ideas, and sometimes that's my problem. Too many. I need to just keep it simple, right? So let's see, what is the energy being released for the Divine Masculines, please? The energy being released from the Divine Masculines. What's the energy being released? The Divine Masculines. What are they releasing during this moon period? Or what has been released by the Divine Masculines? Oh. Okay. Can you give me one more? Tell me more about that, please. Tell me more about the solar plexus. Anything for guidance with the solar plexus, please? Thank you. All right. I don't want to, so I'm leaving it. I'm not about to shuffle for an hour for you guys. Masculine's got the solar plexus, which is cool. Because before I started the reading, I said I was picking up some of that. That's what's been going on, is with their solar plexus. We've talked about moving from the third dimension to the fourth. We were coming from the solar plexus, the third chakra. So a lot of that, for a lot of the collective, even those who are asleep or unaware of what's going on, this is being cleared again to move us into that heart space, okay? So this is what came out for the energy being released, or that has been released for the masculines during this full moon time, which to me tells me it's blockages. So anything that has been blocking them in standing in their power, in being confident and strong, that's clearing, and I love that. It's just amazing energy. And let's see the overall. Oh, not overall. Sorry, my bad. What energy was being released for the feminine collective, please? Energy that was released or is releasing. The waiting. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. It's the Three of Wands. Okay, take the lead in this deck. By the way, this is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Love this deck. Got to get his other one. So what and I said it, is the waiting around. The Three of Wands is a card of your ship coming in. Okay, it's not a card of like stuck energy like the Eight of Swords of non-movement, but it's more of a patience card, right? But what I'm getting is being released is the waiting around in movement forward, right? And we saw that too coming in the overall energy, that divine feminines are really doing a lot of healing, a lot of purifying, a lot of balancing to make movement forward, to take the lead. And again, with that overall energy, no, I lost what I was going to say. It'll come back if it's meant to be, right? So we've got the masculines releasing shit in the solar plexus, and feminines releasing the waiting around, releasing the sitting back, and there's so hard sometimes, isn't it? Because I want to say sitting back and letting things happen, but that's what we need to do. That's yin energy, is that magnet, right? But we also need to, and it's solar plexus energy and being drawn to this, right? That fire. We've got to have our fire lit. If we want the masculines to light their fire and make movement forward, we've got to be doing the same way in whichever area of our lives that we've been feeling stuck in. And we know that that stuck energy has gone. So this is beautiful that we're moving forward is what I'm getting. The divine feminines are really in a place of releasing any of this last stuck old ass energy that doesn't get them anywhere. Okay. And it's a really, really beautiful thing. Love that. I'm going to get one clarifier with that. And I'm just feeling what deck. Yeah. I just got the Universal Weight deck, and I know it's one of the originals, but I just got it last week. I'm so super stoked about it. Very cool. I love the way it feels in my hand. So tell us more, Spirit, about the solar plexus chakra, please. More about the solar plexus chakra. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. The world came out. Woo. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. They got strength twice. I love that. So, and I love that it came with the solar plexus, but let me do this in order how it's coming out. So, solar plexus, we talked about, and what came out was the world, right? They're really, it's a completion, right? And they're coming to this completion of releasing being left out of the cold. Abandonment is what I'm hearing, because this came in the reverse position. And again, I don't typically read reversals, but they're coming out and Spirit's telling me to keep them. What this is doing, how this is kind of potentially playing out is it's as he starts to focus on the world and the completion of these contracts, of trusting his intuition, right? And really being grounded in the physical. He releases, and the Ace of Swords came out, which is communication, which is a new beginning. It's clearer, it's clarity is what I'm hearing. And that's what this is all about, is the masculines had to go through what they had to go through, these soul contracts, you know, and it took a lot of strength because they needed to learn, they needed to get clarity. And it's just beautiful. And then the strength came out. So we have the strength and the angel of strength for the masculines, which is just awesome, which again, strength, to me, a lot of strength, power that's where it's at. It's in that solar plexus. So I love how Spirit's connecting everything. Divine masculines, you're just doing an amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing. They got 2 major arcanas, 3 with the High Priestess. It's just a lot. And I bet a lot of you have been feeling that too. Just a lot of big energy, right? And let's get a little clarification on the feminines releasing the waiting. What else do you want to tell us about the divine feminines and what they're leaving behind, what they've released during this full moon period, please? Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Woo! I love this. You know, it's funny. I asked release, but there's so many beautiful energies coming up within this release, and I love that because we know, that's what happens when we release the shit, right? It's like there all this beautiful stuff is. We got to go through the shit storms to get to the rainbows, and it's just really cool how this is playing out. And some mirroring too, because the feminines got the 9 of Pentacles, just like the masculines did. So it's interesting that they got this in the release, and the masculines have this in the current. What I'm getting in regards and how this fits in releasing is, again, it's this release of waiting. The Nine of Pentacles, to me, the Nine of Earth, is all about independence. It's all about being successful, abundant, and all of that good shit on your own. You've created this all on your own. And what I'm picking up again has to do with this releasing of the waiting, is that the feminines have released this belief system, this programming that we need someone else in order to create this abundance, in order to feel this contentment and stability in the physical world. That's leaving. The feminines are letting it go. They know they can be this Nine of Pentacles feminine, right? Is it in this deck? It feels a little more masculine in this deck, but clearly not in this deck. But you get what I'm saying, is the feminines are really stepping into being this independent, successful, abundant, grounded, really working in the physical too. So they've released that waiting, and that just kind of, again, it's not soft, because that magnet energy is who we are, but it's that passive, I guess, kind of energy of, you know, they're instead taking the lead and moving towards creating this all on their own, which leads to, love it, the Ten of Cups, the rainbow, right? You have to go through the shitstorm to get to the rainbow. And I love the progression too. We build this stability. We're confident. We're independent in our physical space, and it helps with our cups being filled, right? It's just really awesome stuff going on in the collective right now. And I just feel, Spirit is really, the universe is really, really supporting this. They really, it's almost like we're right at these final preparation stages for unions because of where we're headed as we get closer to that galactic new year, which is going to be a big shift. And we know this frequency, we've never been here before, and it is just powerful. And when the universe brings twins together, when we align as within, when we find union within, that light just goes crazy. And then you bring two of that together. Woo! Oh, I love it, y'all. So, awesome, just awesome things happening. And let's end. My goal is to try to keep these, 30 to 45 minutes. I used to when I first awoke, and then I had my awakening, clueless, didn't know anything, and I won't get into my story too much right now, but I didn't know what twin flames were. So through whole first year with my twin, and I had no clue what was going on. It happened much later, and I've totally forgot why that even came in. So, oh, short length of videos. So, of course, like a lot of divine feminines, I believe that when we awaken and then we figure out we're a twin, we kind of go crazy in watching twin readers and everything twin and tarot and guidance and things like that. And one thing I noticed is there's only one reader that, there are two that I can, and one isn't really a reader. Aluna Ash, I love everything she does. But, and then I watch Mystic Moon. And her readings can be about an hour, but I love them and they resonate. So I'm cool with an hour. I guess where I was going with that is because this is all new to me, I'm trying to keep it 30 to 45 minutes, but, we'll just see how Spirit guides me. I'm just kind of in the flow. So, we did current energy being released. Let's I want to do at least one more. Let's do a message from Spirit. I want to use this deck. This is the Sacred Spirit reading cards by Anna Stark. Hold on. I just got these last week. I'm so stoked. It's funny, the bottom of the deck card was what guided me towards them because it's on the side of the box, and I have a big owl tattoo on my calf, and so the owl had caught my eye, and when I pulled the box off the shelf and I saw the cover, I mean, I literally, you guys, started shaking. I was like, ooh, I gotta get it. And then I got home and it was like every card, I was just, ooh, it's such a beautiful deck. But I did leave the box out to show you and the book because it is a new deck. I may touch the book. I may not. We'll just kind of see how it goes, right? So I want to use these to just get one last card, one last message of guidance for the Divine Masculines, please. One message for the Divine Masculines. Guidance from Spirit. What's going on? Can you tell us? One message for the Divine. Woo! Love it. Boom. Oh, a beautiful light codes. This is a 24. It's a 6. It's about balance. It says travel awaits you. To me, it's again, and I think I said it when we were looking at the current energy of waking up, like that mask, the blindfold, right, is being lifted, and I'm feeling that again in the third eye, that Spirit is really saying, one, trust your intuition, and two, I'm getting that masculines are opening up, and as they open up, they're getting a lot of downloads. I'm also getting this travel awaits you is movement. So Divine Masculines, keep working on opening up that third eye, working on trusting your intuition and your guidance, being kind of in that high priestess energy, because there's a lot of information Spirit's giving you and how to move forward, in not just with the Divine Feminine, but in all aspects of your life, so that you can live the life of the God that you are. Okay? And let's get one last message for the Divine Feminines, please. One last message for the Divine Feminines. Message for the Divine Feminine. This is the biggest deck that I have, and I have super tiny hands, so I probably look a little silly. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, beautiful. So, feminines, you got, I've never pulled this card. Again, I've only had it a week. Oh, wow. Illuminate the shadow. Focus on a solution. That brings me right back to this, right? Healing that broken heart, resting, rejuvenating, going inward, meditating, trusting your intuition. It's interesting this card came up, focus on a solution, because I had jotted down some things the other day that I was picking up while I was meditating of. A lot of, it felt like the collective, and not masculine or feminine per se, it felt like twins, just twins in general, I guess, is how I'm going to say it. Felt like there's a lot of kind of, you can see like, there's like these wolves and things down here. It felt like there was a lot of jealousy, a lot of manipulation surrounding the twins. And what Spirit was kind of telling me was that it's because we are vibing, we're rising, our vibrations are going higher and higher, masculine and feminine, and we are getting so close to this union that it is such a powerful thing that it is triggering a lot of shit around us, okay? So just be very aware of that. Be very discerning of who you allow in energetically, and even in your physical space, who you're talking to. It's really, really important. I think we don't realize that even talking about other people when they're not around, it can be dependent on the intention, of course. But you can get yourself caught up in some shit, man, and create part of karma that's being created that you don't really want to be a part of. That's another thing I was jotting down. I love how spirit works, you guys. I was jotting down too, in channeling, or I guess channeling, that to give some guidance and just kind of like a public service announcement of using your discernment with social media and who you go to for guidance. Because I'm going to tell you, most people are not looking out for your highest good. And it's a hard lesson to learn. I know that was really hard for me to learn through my awakening and my ascension, and especially being an empath, that I have to see people for who they are. Yes, I see souls. I see potential. Those things are the first things I see, but I have to protect myself and my own energy, I have to accept things as they are, right? And know when to walk away when it doesn't serve me. Be on the lookout for those things. If someone doesn't resonate, they don't resonate. Don't try to force it. It's okay. Be real careful. I'm on social media because I'm trying to build a business and because I'm guided to be here to give messages. Whether they help one person or 1,000, it doesn't matter to me. If it's one, it's one, and I've done what I've been guided to do. But watch it. On social media, I see it all the time, and it's crazy because of how my gifts and abilities work. It's constant. The messages are instant of low vibration, low vibration. Be aware. There's a difference between people who are awake and people in ascension. Okay? Some people wake up and that's all they do. That's what they're done. They don't commit and make a choice to ascend. Even though free will is a whole thing I might do another chat about one day, if we really have it or not, right? I wonder how many of you have wondered that too. But it is, use your discernment. I had to learn this recently on my journey, and I got to work out of a metaphysical shop doing readings, which was really cool, and I was excited about it, and I learned a lot. I'm really grateful. But the owner is a awake woman. She teaches a spiritual awakening class. She does readings, all of these things, and I believe I was guided there because I needed to learn that even in the spiritual community, there are people who are still dealing with ego and still having to heal and still have quite a bit of work to do. That, it is, it's really important to use your discernment, to trust what you feel. And if something feels off, fucking bail, man. Just trust it, okay? And I think we're going to leave it there. I think we covered everything, at least for now. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your story or what you're picking up or what you're going on, please, please do. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to meet who my subscribers and viewers are, and I thank you for any likes and shares and all of that good stuff, Again, information for private readings will be in the description box, and I hope the messages resonated. Take what did and leave the rest. I'm sending you so much love and light, shit tons of it, y'all. Mwah!